Albright. I'm a Vice President, Fund Administration at NAV Consulting. I do relationship management, business development for the firm. I've been in fund administration for 21 years, and I've been with NAV for a little bit over 3 years now, focusing on open-ended clients, closed-ended structures. We administer approximately 330 billion assets under administration. So I've got a team that we focus on all types of structures. A lot of it, I would say, really comes down to the due diligence. Obviously, that's why a lot of us are here as well. You get a lot of feedback from what you look for in the industry, whether it be from a third-party administrator, their capabilities, their technology, whether it be some form of a cybersecurity firm protecting your data. The biggest thing that you can really do is ensuring that these groups are able to do what they say they can do. And a lot of it just comes down to certain like RFPs, requests, and just seeing the data and just seeing the system. And I think that really comes down to a lot of just asking the right questions. And every question is going to be different and unique for everybody. Everyone's got different requirements. So, and I think that's why a lot of people are down here to figure out, just to kind of hear those ideas and think, I didn't think about that. And it really comes into just making sure that that partner is just the right fit for you, that it makes sense, you feel comfortable with somebody. Well, it's a big focus here. Everything seems to be AI automated. One of the things that we're kind of really interested in is, how do we try to automate the investor experience? So we've rolled out a e-subscription platform that we're pretty excited about. The idea is to kind of help streamline the process so that the investors have a very kind of hands-off, they put the information in, we review it, ideally everything is there, we can sign off to AML. There's no kind of back and forth with the investors, because the investors are the lifeblood of these funds. So without the investors, they don't have the funds. So we want to really kind of have a hands-off approach if we can. And then it just in general is like how we really kind of put things into perspective with how we answer, getting inquiries. How do you make that more efficient? And that's something that we look into as well, is just saying, having kind of a ticket system that basically says, this is urgent, this needs to be resolved. So I think that is in a sense the area of where we're going, is trying to make sure that you can offer more of a higher touch client service instead of trying to kind of really dig into, is this important, is this not important? And really, like I said, trying to streamline as much as we can. Yeah, I think a lot of it really kind of comes to connectivity and how you can automate the process. How quickly can you receive the data? For an open-ended fund, we are trying to connect directly to the brokers. So we try to get everything done within 2 to 3 business days, which is a little bit ahead of the market, because a lot of it actually does kind of revolve around getting the data into our system. So we connect to any kind of broker, we connect to any system that we can, try to get that data so that we're not having to go back, get the information manually. So we try to automate as much as possible, and I think that's just the wave of the future anyway. So regards to like the e-subscription portal, everything else like that, we're really trying to push so that we have an API connectivity so you can pull the data directly from our systems, whether you use a different kind of third-party vendor that you can pull the data and populate that. That's just something that we've been able to offer, and it's included in our offering to our clients. I think it is ensuring that you have the right providers, and it's, the most expensive doesn't mean they're the best. The least expensive doesn't mean they're the worst. And it doesn't matter whoever you really choose with. You have to make sure you're comfortable with it. But at this day and age, and the volatility in the markets, cost is essential for everybody. It's amazing how quickly subscriptions can come in, redemptions can come in, depending on the market situation. So making sure that you have just you can sustain a few redemptions without feeling like, I need to change my vendor because of I've had withdrawals or I've had market losses. Now I need to go make a switch. You want to make sure that you're able to proof that, and basically, because switching administrators, it's a big decision. It's a heavy lift on our side. That's what we kind of look at. So our design is basically, we're very cost efficient and a very high touch. So we don't want you to ever have to leave. And if there are market fluctuations, our costs aren't going to hit people over the head. And the idea is that the clients can sustain that and keep that growth. So when the markets do turn up, that it's fantastic for them, because our fees aren't going to be exponentially higher than anyone else.